Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for hopping on Monday Night Live tonight. We are so excited to have you here. I wanted to quickly introduce, I'm Emily Haas, by the way, wanted to quickly introduce our speakers tonight. Haley Arnold, Emerald Ambassador, Katie Wiggins, Emerald Ambassador. They are going to be sharing their systems, top tips, all the things for how they duplicate. They are both duplicating machines at this point, and we always talk about developing silvers, and that is the starting point, right, for creating a new business builder. But these two have really mastered the skill, and it is a skill, of helping people move past silver. So they are consistently developing golds and beyond, and that's what they're going to share with y'all tonight. So I'm excited for y'all to hear from them and trying to make sure that they are able to share their screen. So, all right, Haley, you are up, so take it away.
All right. Can y'all hear me? Y'all good? I'm so excited to share with y'all tonight. I'm going to share my screen, and this is the first time that I've shared my screen, so bear with me, but I think I'm good. Oh, maybe not. It says it's disabled.
Okay, hold on one second. Let's see.
Okay.
Where is it? Brittany, does it give you the option to make Haley and Katie co-host?
Yeah, I just made Haley the co-host.
Okay,
Yeah,
do both of them, please.
Okay, let's see. All right, can y'all see that?
Yes.
Okay, how do I get this where I can see my whole screen? There we go, that'll work, maybe. Sorry, okay, there we go. Okay, so like I said, super excited. This is what I feel like is the one thing that honestly just, I don't know, got me so excited about this business opportunity in general. Because when I started, it was kind of just recruiting, getting all the people going on the products, all the things, and it wasn't clicking with me what this could truly look like for other business builders. And so back in January is honestly really when I was like, okay, this is what we're doing. We are like, I am telling everybody about this business, and I'm telling it boldly. And so I am going to share with y'all what I just kind of my process through this. Why is it not going? Hold on just a minute. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so a lot of times, if you ever talk to me, you're probably going to hear me talking about mindset because it's just such a huge deal for me. It's just something I've had to really work through. So I know this is not really a mindset call, but I have to throw this in there. So why duplication? I came up with 3 S's. It is sustainable. It makes our business sustainable, where we're not just on the hamster wheel going and not really getting anywhere. It shifts our focus from ourselves to others. So, and that is what I love so much, is I get farther to where I'm going, but it's only by helping other people. And that just seems like the best business model in the world to me. I love that so much. And it's just so much more fun. Trust me, when you get to Emerald, or when you get to whatever your big goal is, you're going to want to look around and see other friends there. So when I say mindset, you need to think, am I even talking to people about this business opportunity? Am I really bringing it up to people? And if not, why not? I saw this little quote at convention. It says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. I actually believe that you can go fast and far if you can master duplication. But it does kind of feel like you're slowing down a little bit in a different way, because you are having to teach other people what to do. So if you feel kind of like, oh, I'm having to slow down because I'm having to explain this to people, just know that is how you are going to get far with this. You're going to have people with you. You're not just running on your own. And so that is linking arms, teaching them. That's how you want to build this. And I love this quote at the bottom. You don't build a business, you build people, and then you build a business. Okay, so real quick, am I talking to people about this business opportunity? Yes, if you are and you're just not getting anywhere, or that's how you feel, check your posture. How are you talking about the business opportunity? If your posture is not good, if you're not sounding confident, if you're sounding unsure, if you're a little too pushy and therefore sounding desperate, figure out why. Why is it coming across that way? Talk to your sponsor, see what's going on and why you're not able to talk about this opportunity in a way that is going to get the needle moving forward. If your posture is good, then implement the systems that Katie and I are talking about, and then check for gaps. If you're implementing, still seeing something's not going right, check for gaps. Talk to your sponsor. Like, I've gone to Emily and I'm like, okay, we've done this, but I'm still not seeing this. And that's where we have to figure out, okay, well, did you do this? Did you do that? Figure out where the gaps are.
Hey,
And then, hey,
we can't see your slides. They're not moving. Like, we see the first slides, but not the next ones. And I'm assuming there's
okay. Is this, you don't see like a little flow chart?
No, I see the duplication, developing business builders ones.
Okay. Oh, it says your screen sharing is paused. How do I unpause that? Oh, resume share. I don't know how that happened. Hold on. Well, I'm clicking resume share. It's not resuming. Why is it not resuming? I wonder if I just stop it and start it again.
Yeah, give it a shot and see.
All right, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna try this, but it's popping up differently, so I'm a little worried that it's. I am not sure. It's not looking right.
Okay.
Might just have to.
Well, if you want to just keep talking, and then maybe we can share your slides in the comments later. That'll be fine. If you can't.
Okay, we could do that. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
It's showing. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. You still can't see it? Okay. Let me just. Now I need to see y'all though.
So just stop screen share altogether.
Stop share. Okay. Oh, wow. That's weird. Okay. All righty. I'm going to pull this right here though, so I cannot lose track of where I am. Okay. So if you are struggling with your mindset, figure out what's going on and then implement your system. Moving on. I really want to show y'all this. I wonder if I could drop a picture in the chat, because I intentionally use visuals because I was a teacher. And so I do visuals. So I made a little cycle chart. And it says from joining to sharing. So when I start recruiting, pretty much everybody that I recruit has heard about the business in some capacity. I've sprinkled it in there somewhere. When we connect or after they join, we do a 3-way call, normally also a 3-way chat. And if it's somebody local, we will be meeting up in person normally. If they have not necessarily, if they're just on the products, then I'm not saying we meet up for that necessarily. But if I have any kind of event, then I'm inviting them to that. Even if they're on the products, they can come see a little bit about the business opportunity. Getting them connected in every way possible is key to me. And when I'm talking to them, when I'm connecting, I'm asking them the magic question. If you're open, or if you love your products, are you going to be open to sharing? And I did note here, Christina's flow chart, I do use that a lot. I go by that. If I feel like they're more of a walker, then I use that flow. If more of a runner, I use that. If you're not familiar with her flow chart, highly, highly recommend looking at that. And we can show you how to find that too. Then you're going to make and execute a plan. I always show people, if they're open to sharing in any capacity, I am going to find someone like them, a Diamond Doc or someone in Dare to Dream, a story. I'm going to find someone that is similar to them that I can share their story with. I think that is so important. I do not skip that step. And then also the next thing that is like I said, really want to show y'all the visual of this too, but I don't know if y'all have looked at the Henry Cloud roadmap. On one of Brittany's podcasts, she mentions Henry Cloud's roadmap about accomplishing anything. And that is I kind of put this in there because it's so important to me. And it is what I cycle back to. So if somebody gets to silver, then I have used this. To get them to senior silver, I've used this. To get them to gold, I use this. I do it every single time. It's just a cycle. And so Henry Cloud says you start by defining their THERE. Where do they want to go? So this is a goal. So if we want to get them to silver, that's their goal. Then we're going to define their here, HERE, here. What is going on in their life right then? What is their current situation? What's their current skill set? What are current obstacles? And I'm going ahead and talking about this. Does so-and-so have, swim tomorrow? Okay, cool. So maybe we can send some messages while you're waiting on them at swim practice. Or, oh, you're going on vacation this week? Okay. So we're going to need to think about that. If you want to get these joints, can you send some messages in the car? Think about what's going on in their life right now. Then we're going to compare their there to their here to help them envision what is going to happen. Can they see themselves taking these actions to get to where they want to go? So if they want to get to silver, can they see that happening? Can they see themselves doing the things to get there? How's it going to feel when they get there? What is that $300 going to do for them? They want that Stanley Cup. That's going to be so fun, but they have to envision it first. When you set a goal, it has to happen first in your brain and then in reality. So really you're doing it 2 times, once in your mind, then in reality. And then the last thing is engage outside input or outside talent. So this is where I work with each person kind of individually to either do 3 reach outs or the Silver and 6 series or the Getting Started 101. Some people, they just do Getting Started 101 with everybody. I do Getting Started 101 with people who come in and tell me, I'm going to be a diamond here. Like, I'm going all the way. That's my plan. Then we do Getting Started 101. If they come in and they're like, I'm going to go for silver, that's as big of a goal as I can set right now, Haley. I'm like, okay, great. Let's do the Silver and 6 series. Or if they come in and they're like, I'll reach out, but I'm very hesitant. They're just not sure. Then I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to help you do 3 reach outs, 3 product reach outs, 3 business reach outs. Come back to me. Every time you send a message, come back to me. Tell me how it went sending that message. Tell me what replies you have. I'll tell a little bit more about that in a second. I'm sorry if I'm going super fast, but I know I lost some time, so I'm trying to speed up. Okay. Silver and beyond. I have a graphic here that you'll see when you see the slides. I'm not even going to go through all the steps specifically because you can use this, but when I'm getting someone to silver, they reach out. If they're open, send a triplex video. If no reply, they follow the follow-up system. We can share that with you all, address objections, and then get them signed up. So with this also is a step-by-step process. But the most important thing is that when I have a business builder reaching out, they know to share their screenshots with me. Send me how that conversation is going. And mostly because that's just going to help them learn along the way so that they don't bog down trying to learn all the things right then. Okay. After someone has hit silver, we're going to celebrate and reflect. I'm going to ask questions. What are you grateful for from this process? What felt hard? What surprised you? How do you feel going forward? Questions, questions, questions. I want to hear how they're feeling about all of this. Then we're going to revisit the roadmap that I talked about before. They have a new goal. Where they're going is going to change. It's going to be different now. They're here. Their circumstances may have also changed. Has, their routine changed? Are they going back to work next week? So now they're going to have to change things up. So getting to gold may look different than how they got to senior silver. So we go ahead and have this conversation then. Is their support level the same? Is their husband on board? now that he's seen them spend a little time on this, he's not sure anymore? Or do they have help with the kids still? Check their current situation and move forward. Okay. I'm going to just kind of skip with this and y'all can see that. I did want to say with a senior silver, continue recruiting, but aim for a level 1 silver, and then handhold them through that duplication process, the same cycle that I go through. And then once that business builder is gold and above, they continue recruiting, but we prioritize the duplication process. Prioritize. I don't recruit as many people as I used to, because business builders are my priority, and I still recruit, but with the purpose that I am focusing on business builders. Okay, and then I have objections on here and how I deal with that, but I'm just going to let y'all read that because I've ran out of time. So I did put on here the biggest objections that I hear and how I address those. So you guys can look at those on the slides. All right, Katie, go. Thank y'all for being patient.
Hey, so I need to share my screen too. So I wonder if it'll let me. Can we try? If not, I'll just wing it. Okay, let's see. Screen. Okay, can y'all see it?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, fantastic. So here we go. I'm Katie Wiggins. I'm a new Emerald Ambassador with Plexus, and I am happy to share y'all about my steps to duplication. Now, I will go ahead and warn y'all, I am a red. So I get straight to the point, but I do it in a caring manner. So here we go. Yay, it worked. Y'all get the next slide? Y'all see it? No. Okay. Well, it says it's paused again. Look at there. Well, let's see. We just won't worry about it, and I'll drop it in here later. How about that? We'll just move on since we've lost some time with all this sharing, but I'm going to have to bring it up so I know what I'm going by. Okay. Let's see. All right, so I put my top tips on here. My top tips are engagement, and I'm going to go into this further on each one, but engagement, confidence, excitement, consistency, hand-holding, and don't make it complicated, and take one step at a time. And I'm going to further go into this, and I'm really going to share these slides because I shared certain things that I say and all the things on these slides. So engagement leads to excitement. So for every customer after a purchase of their products, I always assure them that I'm going to be there every step of the way and to help them reach their health goals. And then I plant a seed about the business. I sprinkle it in there, as Haley did say, but I don't necessarily go full throttle in there. I let them know what the opportunity has done for me, and then I let them get their products in. Once they get their products in, I'm going to say, hey, ma'am, I also wanted to make sure you know, totally optional though, Plexus has a really awesome opportunity for you to help others feel their best feel your best as I have done here with you, and for you to even earn money back. I didn't want you to not know about this in case it's something that you may be interested in. Are you open to knowing more? So at this point, this is where I've had a lot of people. I've developed lots of silvers that have went beyond gold and more, where they're like, they will give me either an objection or they'll say, tell me more. And so from that point, I make it real simple, y'all. I do not go into giving them anything. I just say, think of 5 to 7 people. Tell me 5 to 7 people that you can reach out to that you could help with what I've just helped you with here in the last couple of days. And they like, I know 5 people. So they'll name them off. And I'm like, well, how do you feel about reaching out to those people? I encourage them to reach out to them and be transparent of what they've already known, of what we have discussed. Or if they need aided help, I say we can get on the phone as a 3-way call and just so they have better assurance, or I can give them a message to send to them. It's hand holding, y'all, and it helps them have the confidence to go in with this, to but just get the first join or just get a conversation going. So from there, another question that I've started using that our oh so wonderful Brittany has shared with us is, if you had an extra $300 this month, what could you do with that? And that is another one that gets people thinking, whether or not that they want to get started or not, they seriously sit there and think, $300, what will $300 do? $300 would pay for baseball camp this month for me. So, I mean, it rolls. And so when you give that excuse, like I've made people say, oh, I've got to pay for college books. That's a lot of money. And then, I mean, it goes on and on and on. I hear about all this cheer stuff's real expensive too. So that is something that has really worked for me to get people going. Now, I do get the objections, and I handle the objections, whether it be from, this is not for me. I let them tell me their objections, but I do not pressure them into giving them more, because I'll tell you, I've got 2 golds and a ruby, and they're all on here that told me that the time was not right. They had another MLM they were doing. They were not a salesperson. They just wanted to do their products. Well, 4 months later, they're all wanting to do, I kept planting the seeds, y'all. I constantly I would check on there. I was good customer care. I made sure they were doing good on their products, kept checking in. And then I kept just saying, hey, this is what we got this month. This is what Plexus is offering this month. And then they would kind of dabble into it. And then it got to where they were comfortable. And then now they're gold, almost senior gold, ruby, almost senior ruby. So y'all, and the excitement is just always there. So I wanted to touch on welcome calls. For me, welcome calls are not my first priority. They are a good priority for a lot of people, but it's just not what's worked for me. I have made welcome calls as something I do on my own. And then on my team, if they see that they have a person that is wanting to go further with the business or need help, they will bring the welcome call to me. But y'all, I do a lot of in-person things. If we can get in person, that's what we do. And that's why I say welcome calls are great, but I love in person. I love face-to-face, because it helps me get my passion across even better. And if I can talk to you eye to eye, it does phenomenal for me, because I mean, I know what I know, but I do it better if I can talk to you face-to-face. And so a lot of people ask me how I come about with welcome calls, and I just wanted to kind of lay that out there. I do a lot of in-person things, and if I can't do in person, I'm on the phone as a group, as just whatever, because everybody is so busy, and it's hard for them to, I know, either meet or either get on a phone call with everybody agreeing on what time. So if I can go ahead and get the person believing and seeing what this can do for them, I go ahead and hop on the call with them and tell them what is on the line for them, what this can mean for them, and all the things. So on from that, let's see. When they're open, I'm jumping all over the place. My thing is all over the place too. So that is objection. So when they're open, I am confident and excited on the phone, or I message them and get them going really simple. Like I said, I tell them to think of 5 to 7 people. They message them. And then from there, if they're having any objections or just getting in a stump, I tell them to send me screenshots. We go over the screenshots. We see what questions we need to ask. We see what we need to do to help this person further along. And a lot of people have a lot of health issues. And so the thing is not to really just assume. Let's ask more questions, ask for the medications, and see where exactly they are. I start this from the beginning, y'all, because if you're duplicating that self, you want to duplicate with your next person, your next business builder. If you teach them from the beginning, they're going to know what to teach their next person, because the thing is, you want to duplicate and then duplicate more. And so that still goes with the hand holding. And that's why I have here, I hold the hand of my business builder until they see they're comfortable. And after that, I'm still right there with them. I'm like, okay, you're comfortable with reaching out with people? Great. Okay. How comfortable are you with your asking about the business, or, just seeing what they are feeling for the next step of building their business? But the thing is, y'all, once they get those 3 people and they hit silver, y'all know I'm excited. I am through the roof with excitement. So I am celebrating their win and letting them know all the good things. And I say, you did it. You have been able to bless 3 people with the importance of the health in these products. What are your feelings and what are your thoughts? And what are your thoughts on helping 3 more? And we just go from there. We just build the 3. And so, and a lot of people, it shows them, oh my gosh, I got 3. I can do 3 more. It gives them that confidence that they can do it again and again and again. And so when they hit silver, I don't let too much downtime pass by. I just keep the excitement rolling, because you want them to keep their own excitement going and show that they can keep doing this. Don't rest, keep going. I'm a workaholic. I love to work, y'all. So it just keeps going. And then when you have confidence, it leads to consistency. Consistency leads to success. So after my business builder hits silver, I don't pressure them right off to get on the calls and send them the trainings. I'm trying to keep it simple, y'all. I start introducing them. I say, hey, we've got this Plexus 101 video and 102 video. There's about 1 hour and 10 minutes long. I would love to know your feedback, but I want you to be able to give me your takeaways. When do you think you'll be able to watch it? And I send that to them, y'all, because that's going to clear up a lot of questions that they've had with these first 3 people that they've gotten. So I send that to them. And then I also introduced them to Monday Night Lives, because y'all, when I first started, I didn't get on Monday Night Lives to begin with. It took value for me to get on those calls. And when I did, it hit home. And the thing is to get on the calls and implement what you learn. And that didn't hit home with me until last year after convention. So everything that you learn, you need to implement and do it then. Don't wait is all I can say. But I normally say, hey, when I'm trying to tell somebody about a Monday Night Live, I'm like, hey girl, we have these calls every Monday night at 9 p.m. where it just adds value to your biz, as things may be taught in a way you may understand it better than how I may come about it. Because I know I go about things in a way different way. But and I say, you can totally be a fly on the wall and listen, as it is no pressure at all, but I can send you the link if you're interested. And a lot of times, 9 out of 10, they want to get on and they want to see what it's all about. I don't want them to feel pressured by no means before really knowing what Plexus can do for them. I do get objections. I'm trying to hurry, y'all. I just wanted to cover everything that I had, but objections, I do get objections. Like I said before, I never lose the engagement with my objections. I keep them on my list. I keep planting the seeds. I have great success of my ones that have objections, and they're all on here and they're all doing well. And so I always keep the best customer care with my people. And so even if they tell me no every month on the opportunity, I make sure those products are doing them well, and just make sure that they are grasping what they need to learn about Plexus. And then by the time that they are feeling all the goodness, and they're like, oh, I could share with my friend and my cousin and my mama. And that's what normally happens. They're like, I would like my peeps to be on this. So it is, I continue to plant the seeds. I never, even if they tell me no, I'm just like, I still tell you. They know what I post every day, and they hadn't defriended me yet. If they don't block you, then they still wanting to know. Let me just say that. And so I'm going to just go over the simple steps with you, and I will share all these slides with you, but simple steps, get a business builder interested, have full confidence in them that they can do this and that it's super simple. I saw somebody say super stupid simple. I love it. Have business builders reach out to 5 to 7 people. Become silver, celebrate. I mean, it's huge, y'all. How easy was that? Do it again. Y'all, I've done this with 5 people now, and they've all went gold, and one is ruby. And then I've got a senior silver and another level 2 senior silver. They're all going to be gold this month. So, I mean, it's just crazy how simple you can make it, and the excitement and contagious that it can help. Anyway, so become silver, celebrate. How easy was that? Do it again. Keep putting a little bit more in the, okay, so I try to do the analogies because Brittany and Christina are so good at analogies, y'all. And anyway, I said, keep putting a little bit in the water, put 1 foot at a time until you're swimming across the pool. And then a recap, don't make it complicated. Take 1 step at a time. You totally got this, y'all. Every single one of y'all. I know y'all can be where I am and beyond. Always be engaged in your business builders and happy customers, everybody across the board. Have excitement in the whole process. Never lose it because excitement helps you in your own business. Hand holding is okay. Everyone has to start somewhere, and consistency is best in everything. Don't ever drop the ball anywhere. Just keep it going. And that's all I got, y'all.
So good. I loved both of y'all so much. And this again goes to show that there's not one personality type here that is successful. Haley and Katie are polar opposites in every way humanly possible. They work their businesses differently, but, and I mean, you heard even their process, the core pieces are the same, but they work it differently. And so that's the biggest thing to take away is figure out what works for you, take what they're doing, learn from it, and go implement and do the things. Because like I said at the beginning, they are cranking out not just silvers, but senior silvers and golds and senior golds. And we have a new Ruby, and this month should be the 3rd in the past couple of months that we have triple rank golds on their teams. And so what they're doing is working. So take what they said tonight, go learn. Couple of questions because we are a little late, but there was just a couple of things. Haley, somebody asked, could you share some of the questions you asked when somebody hits silver and you celebrate and reflect? What are a couple of questions there that you ask?
Yes, for sure. And these are on I did put a few on the slide too.
Okay,
so
perfect.
I might add a few more actually, or not a few more, but anyway, I always try to start with what went well, or what are you grateful for? What did you learn about yourself through this? Like what was a good part of this process? And I mean, for some people, they jump in and like they sign 3 people up and they're like, oh, wow, what just happened? And so with that, it's going to be a little, questions aren't going to be exactly the same. So just know that there's a couple different ways this could go, and it's not going to be the same for everybody. But then you have some people, who it might take a little bit to get those 3 people, and those questions are going to be different. So based on the person, gauge your questions, but what felt hard, what surprised you? How do you feel going forward? Those are the main ones.
Perfect. I love it. And I really like how both of y'all personalize what you're doing and the questions you're asking to each person, because everybody's a little different, right? So I think that is super smart, and that's probably why y'all are having so much success with so many different kinds of people. Katie, somebody asked in the chat, when do you present the opportunity? Is it, I know you said you kind of do a little bit, during the prospecting, but then I think they asked specifically, do you do it on the welcome call or in person when you get with them, or is it before that? Where you ask that question? That was a great question, like how you worded that too about the opportunity, but when do you do that in the process?
So I do that question in particular after they get their products.
Okay, perfect. And I think that was what they wanted to know. So great. And just to clarify, welcome calls versus in person. You don't do as many welcome calls because you are in person with these people, right? So the people that you are not local to or in person with, you are getting them on welcome calls, right?
Correct.
If they're open to the opportunity.
Yeah, if they're open to the opportunity, I am, especially with my team, they are bringing me the people that are wanting the opportunity. And so we do get on a welcome call if they're out of town. Now, I do like to have lunch dates, and we did start strong with those at the beginning of this year, and we're going to start back with those. But lunch dates have been awesome, especially if they're local, or I will drive. And so, because I just know how beneficial they are, and investing in my business has been super great because it will pay off in the long run, and just showing that you care and showing that you want this for your business builder just as much as they do, it speaks volumes. So that's why I love to be in person a lot. But I know in a lot of cases you cannot, and a call is great. Zoom calls are even better.
Yep, I love it. Well, that is super smart because I mean, it's a relationship business, and so anytime we can be with somebody, whether we're in person, face to face on a screen, or even on the phone, that is just going to be exponentially more effective than typing out a message or even voice messaging back and forth. It just is way more effective. So I'm so proud of y'all. Keep doing what you're doing because it's obviously working. And I just am in awe watching y'all every day grow yourselves and grow your teams and helping people do the same. So thank y'all tonight. That's all we've got. We'll definitely drop their slides in with the recording in Freedom Team. So that's all we've got. Y'all have a good night.